Ladies and gentlemen, this fight will be contested over 5 by 3-minute rounds in the 80-kilo weight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's trained by Don Miller out of Super Fight Gym. He weighed in last night at 79.9 kilos. He's had a total of 29 fights and a professional record of 19 wins with 6 defeats. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, ladies and gentlemen, Louis Abbott! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Dale Richards out of Crittenden Muay Thai. He weighed in last night at 79.3 kilograms. He's had a total of 45 fights with a professional record of 20 wins with 20 defeats. Fighting out of Caboolture, Queensland, he is the former holder of the WMC Queensland Super Middleweight title and a former 2-time WKBF Australian Light Middleweight title holder. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey, the Gentleman Crittenden. Ladies and gentlemen, when the action begins, your referee in charge, Trevor Lawler.
Listen to my instructions all the time.
Took pretty even in terms of height. Louis Abbott doesn't often fight guys taller than him.
Yeah, but gee, is he looking thick, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big, thick boy. Really struggles to get fights now in Australia. He's very, very talented, this guy. Really well composed. Yeah, taking a K1 fight just to stay active down in Melbourne recently. Yeah. Although he wanted to uncork a couple elbows and latch on with the clinch, he had to put those in the back pocket, but did well. So I think that experience down there in Victoria will probably prepare him quite well for Crittenden. There's not much he hasn't seen. The experienced campaigner looking to make it one more.
Corner if you can, please. Thank you.
Yeah, tonight the crowd, well, they're well and truly warmed up. It's been an exciting night of action from top to bottom. So much more to come. Muay Thai League, number 14 fastball coming right at you. Matt Williams and Maverick here.
Doubling up on the leg kicks already.
Yeah, hard leg kicks to open. Legs of Louis Abbott really pack some power, don't they? He's done some work over there with our main eventer, Alessi over at Powerhouse. I know the Powerhouse team are watching it live over there in Phuket, so a big how you going to those folks. Crittenden just taking the centre to start, trying to kill the space between himself and Abbott.
Oh, nice. Just switching off, throwing that back leg. I like that Corey's just touching him, not doing too much. Obviously, it's 5-3s. You don't need to go crazy on the first one. And I think we'll notice that the pace will slow for these next couple of fights. Swing and a miss from Louis.
That one missed. The one previous to that was a good connection. Other than the low kicks at the start of the fight, was probably the biggest moment thus far. As we're near the halfway point of the first. All rounds scored at Muay Thai League on a 10-point must system. Good strong check from Abbott, presents the shin to negate the low kick from Crittenden.
Nice, and both boys just feeling each other out. They're not trying to do too much. Corey's obviously going hunting for that leg early on, wanting to make investments over this 5 rounds.
He's trying to set it up with that kind of Dutch style, digging to the body and trying to chop down low. Louis Abbott's been able to check those early thus far. Left kick blocked by Crittenden, and again goes Louis, who just kind of circles with the left oncoming kick from Crittenden as he returns serve.
Yeah, and both boys just going tit for tat here in the round. What do you think about this switch hook into the left kick that Corey's throwing?
Yeah, look, if it's going to, I think to score a good strong kick on a good defensive player like Abbott, he's going to need to set it up with his hands, and that body rip to the low kick hasn't been working, so reaching into the bag of tricks now is the experienced Crittenden.
Nice left kick. This is balance there from Louis.
Good score.
Again, back to it.
Right to the liver. Crittenden's going to need to get that rear leg up to check. Just a little bit stiff coming into the first round. As his man backed up now, just Crittenden. 20 seconds to play. And again, it's the left shin of Abbott scoring away to the right-hand side flank of Crittenden.
10 seconds.
Oh, caught him there with the left hook. Abbott's coming in. He's going to the body. Long knee, right elbow. Excellent balance to finish out the round.
Yeah, I was just saying, Crittenden looked stiff, and he came in and he ate that big 10-ounce glove, courtesy of Abbott, that sent him stumbling, and a big left knee driven into the liver from Louis Abbott. Just to put an exclamation point on the first, the guys measured and fouled each other out early with some low kicks. Then Louis Abbott started getting his left kick working, and it was here, right in the final dying seconds of the first, that Louis Abbott found that big moment. There's a couple minutes to recover now. 5 rounders, they get a little bit more time in between rounds, so Crittenden looks like he's had a barbecue over there in his corner, leaning up, having a chat to the lads. Louis Abbott getting good firm instructions from Don Miller and the team from Superfight.
And here we see the strikes landed. Very, very close round between both boys, but obviously we see the low kicks from the red corner really adding up.
Yeah, look, certainly land more volume, but they have to actually move the target. They actually have to have an impact or break posture or balance. So how did it comes down then to the subjective opinions of the judges, doesn't it, as to how they perceive those moments. There's not a lot of chatter going over there. It's just kind of boys standing around the fire or the campfire with a beer. Oh no, someone said something over there. The Crittenden team. So many fights under his belt. I think coming into the second round, we can expect to see more of that left kick from Abbott, and maybe start exposing the body with some punches to set up that left hook upstairs. And I think for Crittenden, he needs to start chopping away at that front leg, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like Don's called him on to push the pace more this round, go to the body.
Chipping away the inside leg.
Left kick from Abbott.
And it's really finding a home, and that will suck some of the power into Crittenden. He's just kind of powering it away, which still scores. He needs to check. Good
Nice
left kick there from Crittenden. He's been quite specific and accurate with it too. It's a good check there from Abbott, who just exposes the knee to the low kick, digs to the body with the right hand. Crittenden backing up. Chopping down on that front leg is Crittenden. We called the game plan coming into this one. At the moment, it's Abbott digging to the body, trying to score with the left kick. Crittenden trying to stay as low as he did in the first. And Abbott finds a big moment there with the right hand to the solar plexus.
It looks like Abbott's trying to go down on the body and then maybe set up that left hook like he did towards the end of the last round. You can see that every time Corey is getting kicked with that left leg, he's bringing his arms in and dropping his hands, so investing to the body this round.
Yeah, they're bending him over a little bit, so they're really big moments. And for those folks who might be newer to the sport at home, it's not a volume game. There's no one sitting there with a little clicker counting points. It's your ability to do damage with a strike and have an impact, to move their posture, to take their balance. Sneaky little left hook there from Abbott finds a home, and a moment where the two came together. Crittenden is continuing to chop down on that leg as Abbott backs up in a straight line.
Good teep there from Abbott. Just still keeping the range good. Oh, nice lean back on the hook. Right hand from Abbott. Goes downstairs, two to the body.
Yeah, looking to stamp a mark here and get the judges out of this one as Abbott digging to the body. Thinks he's got his man hurt, and I reckon he might just be right. Crittenden tough as anything. 50 seconds left to play in the second, and it's Abbott. Takes some chunks out of the Queenslander right here at Muay Thai League.
And I'm really loving how, oh, there's that spinning elbow that we were talking about earlier. Like I said before, I'm really liking how Abbott's just touching, going to the body and then trying to pull the guard down to fire the elbow. Nice inside leg kick there from Corey. Both boys just looking for the opening.
Yeah,
Left
Abbott
kick again from Abbott.
thunders that one in home. Crittenden needs to be careful ducking off to his right-hand side here. Abbott looking to finish strong. Calloway jumping left knee into the clinch. Good head position there from Crittenden.
And you can see the Crittenden's just working away at that leg still with those knees, just trying to accumulate more damage.
Yeah, just
Try to
smothering.
slow the left kick, maybe.
He's just smothering the clinch too, isn't he? And just digging that into the leg. But you have to feel the biggest round was that big right hand, courtesy of Abbott, and the left kicks early. Both boys playing their game plans, sticking to their game plans through the second as we look at some of the action from the second round, Maverick.
And there's that beautiful left kick once again, just timing it as he comes in. Nice right hand. That was probably the biggest shot of the round right there. Step through, spins through with the elbow, doesn't hit anything though.
Coming into the third round, I don't think we're going to see too much of a change of tactic from these two gentlemen. If anything, Crittenden senses he's potentially down 2. We might see more of an aggressive start from him, but the metrics tell the story. It was 23 probably low kicks there from Crittenden down low. The big punches, not many of them, but big punches from Abbott. The big right hand that he uncorked, and then the strikes to the body, sucking some of the wind of Crittenden.
You definitely can see the pace starting to increase from both boys, but I do see a lot of welting starting to appear on Abbott's legs. So as these rounds go on, we'll see if that takes effect or not, or if it's just superficial.
Yeah, look, mate, those strikes are no joke. He's a big gentleman, super lightweight division, 80 kgs. There's I've fought at 80 kgs and it just sucks, to be honest. Like, no one should have to endure a Muay Thai at 80 kgs. These guys are suckers for punishment. And Crittenden, well, yeah, his best bet, I feel, is just to keep chipping away. He's got time to invest in that, to potentially make a withdrawal later, but he needs to be careful of the boxing from Abbott as round number 3 starts to heat up here between the two big boys, Maverick.
Just stab him with that teeth. Trying to bring the arms down of Corey to land that hook. Nice right kick from Abbott.
Yeah,
there we go. Make him miss, make him pay.
Yeah, he's just drawing him on, stepping back out of the way. The jab, checks hard. Does Abbott, teeping up to the face now as Crittenden. Good jab from Abbott, digs to the body twice, 3 times. And left kick on the end, but Crittenden once again going back to that leg, and he's been really accurate with it too on the outside, you have to feel. No signs.
Yeah, and I'm really loving how Abbott's just touching and trying to make Corey go first, make him miss, and then he's just countering with his boxing.
He's a very smart guy, is Abbott. When you chat to him out here outside of the ring, he's probably too smart for Muay Thai, to be honest. He should be shifting funds around.
Oh, time that hook.
Yeah, it was a big one, and again, the wry smile of Crittenden tells the story, doesn't it? Left hook is on the money. It's on a laser beam tonight for the super fight boy, Lewis Abbott.
Big leg kick attempt there from both boys. Just stopped him there with that stiff jab.
I think Crittenden, he's realised that he's being timed when he goes first. Louis Abbott is playing the second rhythm here. He's starting to fake a little bit more.
Oh, good right hand from Corey.
Hook out of Abbott, right in front of us now. The right knee's a good one, and he's on the warpath now as Abbott, the Victorian, chopping away with the elbow into the clinch, chest to chest, with 1 minute left in this round. And it's Abbott, he's starting to gain some momentum.
Here we go, feint back to the body. 1-2 into the left knee, nice.
Yeah, beautiful left knee, just got the hands up of Crittenden as he touched with the jab, like you picked up on, Maverick. Left kick's good. Spinning, and his look, mate, you're not going to... It's a bit of a Hail Mary at this point, isn't it? And he's just finds himself in the clinch, continues to knee at that leg, what you picked up on there, Maverick. And 30 seconds left in the third round.
And Don's calling him to feint up high, go to the body, and just like that.
Covering up well. It's Crittenden upstairs, but he took those punches to the body like a champ.
Nice, good lean back, feints the kick, throws it off. Beautiful left kick again.
It's been a real difference maker at points. You have to feel that left kick, and as this fight wears on, how much of effect will it have on the gas tank? And Crittenden is the third round is in the bank. It's Louis Abbott starting to pick up the pace. 2 rounds to get it done. And Crittenden, the wily old veteran, can he find a way?
And this is smart work from Louis, just touching the body constantly with the left kick, the tee, going with the body cross, ripping with the hook, and then every now and then going back upstairs and landing flush with his cross or lead hook.
There's Crittenden went up airborne there.
Bang, bang, just like that, downstairs, back up top.
That's all she wrote for the third. 2 more to come in this 5-rounder. We're only a couple fights out from a main event. This one brought to you by Fight Kick. Just around the corner, it's the super lightweights. Well, they're supposed to fight at super lightweight. Unfortunate weight miss from Andy Juniku. But he'll be looking to take on Moe, 187 Darlin. And then it's time for the national title to be sorted out between the featherweights. Ollie Knott, the local lad, in a state versus state matchup versus Kaya Wild from SRG. Then the main event is the prodigy Jonathan Iulu. The 2 big middleweights duke it out as Alessi Kuchesi, the German fighter fighting out of Powerhouse, looks to put a cherry on the top of what's been an appetising Muay Thai league. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining us from. It's Matt Bones Williams and Maverick from Top Gun here. Right now, it's Louis Abbott from Super Fight taking on Crittenden. Super light heavyweight matchup. Round number 4 about to get underway.
And straight back to the game plan, just touching him with that left kick to the body again. Don's calling him on, he wants him to get into the clinch, throw those long knees.
Left kicking, super fight style is often that left kick and the left knee after it, or the straight right hand and the left knee. Crittenden continuing to try and damage that front leg of Abbott.
We can hear the chants for Corey as the hometown boy. Trying to rally back.
You can hear about one person cheering for Abbott, can't you? They don't make us very welcome up here, us Victorians. Inside low kick from Crittenden, then goes outside. Doing it inside and out at the moment is Crittenden. They're barbecuing that front leg of Abbott, who steps up to the plate. And has his head snapped back by the jab, and Crittenden, who's doing a good job of controlling the range now in the 4th round, I feel, Maverick.
Yeah, definitely. But still just touching him constantly. These are great feints with that lead hand. Look, he's touching, he's faking with the jab, then boom, downstairs. Feinting with the hook. Nice. Oh, caught him there. Just glancing off there. Tries it again.
There's a spinning back fist.
Oh, it's a 3rd one.
And again.
Big knees there from Corey, but Louis taking control there. Turned him into the corner.
Great
trying
lock.
to wrap the legs up.
Great lock to finish off that from Louis. Big moments as Crittenden reaches into his bag of tricks and starts
nice low kick. Left kick, got him in the corner, goes to the body. Right hook from Corey. Boys tie up in the clinch. Nice lockout by Louis.
Yeah, just kills it there. 1 minute to play in the 4th round. Big deep breath from Crittenden, steps up to the plate. Left elbow pierces the guard.
Boy, right kick, sways out of the way. Downstairs, cops the left hook for his troubles.
Yeah, well, he's seeing them coming now. And oh, good hard punch to the body from Louis. He might look to shut this one down. Low hands from Crittenden. That was a big left punch that he took to the liver from Louis Abbott only moments ago. And has that had an effect? on Crittenden, we'll see. Trying to draw Louis Abbott forward now.
Oh.
Big knee, the posture broken here. Louis Abbott with big moments to finish off the 4th round. 15 seconds left now. Just measuring his Crittenden, trying to find something. He's looking quite wary now, I feel, Maverick, on the back foot, and it's Abbott coming forward. Right kick misses. 2, 3 times tries to go upstairs, but he needs a step ladder to find the head of Crittenden.
Strong finish from Louis Abbott from the 4th round. And let's have a look at the replay here.
How'd you see this one, Maverick?
Oh, I've got it as shut out 4-0 at the moment. I think Corey's had some good moments, but overall it's been Abbott in control of the fight.
Yeah, K1 Abbott, this has been known, as he's become known, had some big moments, but Crittenden hasn't made it easy. Tell you what, Abbott has taken some damage to that front leg, and as Crittenden looked to spin, and he found some power in that spinning back fist behind the air of Abbott. Kind of caught him off guard a little bit, but it was a big finish with Abbott punching hard to the body. And then that big knee at the end where he broke the posture. Both boys punching their attack at a pretty even clip at the moment. 70% accuracy for both lads.
But it's really the power of Abbott that's been the story of this fight. Just sitting down on all of his shots. Left hook to the body, those knees, the left kick.
Round number 4. We're round number 5, aren't we? The final round. Jeez, mate, I'll bet the time space continuum tonight. Just enjoying the action so much. I want another round between these two lads. Well, Abbott looked to defend his lead, or will he look to shut out the lights of Crittenden? Can Crittenden find something? Is he indeed behind in this? Well, we'll find out.
We're still waiting.
Seconds down.
In just a moment, Trevor Lawler, the man in charge.
5th and final round, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. Crittenden in the red. The Queenslander versus the Victorian and Louis Abbott.
And back to it again, left kick to the body. Both boys just exchanging left kicks there, legs and head.
He's a bit of footwork there as Abbott using his jab just to measure. Crittenden continuing to chop down low.
Looks like Louis is content to just sit on the ropes and make him miss. He might know he's up, he might just sit back and play the game for this round.
Yeah.
He's jabbing.
I'd suggest so, Maverick. Crittenden looking to...
Oi!
He almost took out me and you there. You're seeing those coming from 3.5 miles away. I think Crittenden's going to need to be a little bit more creative to take out a wider guy like Louis Abbott. The left hook's good there from Crittenden. Boys exchange low kicks. Crittenden, yeah, he's just... I feel like the punches to the body have probably played a bit of a role now in sucking some of the power out of Crittenden, right? There's not as much power on snap and power on those strikes as we saw earlier in the fight. Doubling up on the low kick now is Crittenden.
Right kick, inside leg kick for both boys. Left kick for Louis. Just moving off, he's just moving back, playing the game. Teep. Stepping around the ring, here we go. Great footwork.
Yeah, showing his experience. Glances up at the clock, just teeping and left kicking now is Abbott. Crittenden tries to go upstairs. She's a long way up for these boys. Right hand to the body. Will he look to fake that and maybe come up with the left hook? He needs something now. Crittenden stalking forward. 1 minute to play now. Left hook and into the clinch. Crittenden with a decent head position, needing that damaged front leg, and Trevor Lawler separates.
Louis just moving around, stepping off. Good leg kick from Corey. Nice left kick, timing him on the way in there.
Yeah, beautiful kick off the left leg. They got all of that shin into the right flank of Crittenden. The right hand hanging low now. He's taking some real damage to that side of his body, and again, from Louis. Goes southpaw now, switches back to orthodox just to create some room so he can travel laterally. That's good ring craft there from the big fella. Glassing up at the clock, and what she says is there's 10 seconds left in this one. Louis Abbott with his one hand on the driver's wheel, with his arm out the window, a bit of Barry Manilow in the headset, and Crittenden looks to spin to find something late, but nothing doing. She's signed, sealed, and delivered here from fight number 10. How do you score it at home, folks? It was an entertaining match between these two boys as we check out some of the action from the fight, Maverick.
Yeah, and this is all it was. Just the evasion, the left kick, the control from Louis. Just showing he's that level above. Beautiful work right there. Just staying right out of range, making him miss by inches. Right kick and miss. Right kick again. Beautiful. Love it.
An excellent fight. Hope you enjoyed that at home. Just around the corner, Andy Juniku taking on Moe 187 Darlin. And beyond that, the co-main event, the national title before its main event time between the big middleweights, an international affair. Judges tabulating the scorecards.
At the end of 5 rounds, the judges have come to a decision. All 3 judges score this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Louis Abbott.